Aloha.
Aloha, Lynn McCallum and
And Ariffin Yeop.
here for the Living Library. Today we are doing an interview with a very dear and special being of light. Ariffin has taken some of his precious time to join us. Ariffin is a martial arts master, a teacher, and a world traveler, a wisdom keeper, a metaphysical, spiritual light being, and he's come to share sacred knowledge with us today. So thank you for joining us to plug into the Living Library.
Wow, such titles. You're welcome. Yeah. Hello, Living Library.
So I really want to start by talking about your lineage and how you got into the martial arts and your Sufi wisdom and so on. Your path that's brought you to the place that you are today.
Oh, that's a good question, but it requires a very lengthy answer. So to put it short and concise, my father was, my late father was a Sufi and a martial arts teacher, and he was a martial arts personality. He was a fighter. He was a war hero. He was decorated by the late King George, and he was decorated for his efforts in the Second World War. And he is my main teacher before he passed away. And I suppose I've decided to be on that path maybe about 30 years ago. So I trained as an accountant. But
That was just a cover.
yeah, cover.
And so you walked a very, very interesting path along the way. And was there a moment when you had, a big spiritual awakening along the path that you could share with people? Because we're going through this time of great shift, and a lot of people are experiencing great shifts inside of themselves, spiritual awakenings and so on. Was there a moment on your path?
Yeah, yes, I think that great shift actually happened to me when I was about 26, 27, 28. I can't even remember because I was in a real mess, and days and nights were the same to me, and I knew at the same time you have this calling because I was doing some kind of practices which opens you up to the ether kind of, but at the same time I was not fully disciplined on any given path. So I think that brought me to that almost like a abyss where I was almost like lost and confused at that time, which now I think I was not lost and confused. It was actually a chosen path for me because I had to be down there to realize that, for all the other openings to happen, I had to be like really down there. And I wouldn't even go there, but it was really down there.
Yeah, a lot of the time we don't choose those places, but they are agreements that we've made with that more expanded aspect of ourself. And really what those times are is the stripping away a lot of what we're not. And
Yes,
so they can
exactly.
feel really empty and meaningless, and we can feel very lost in those times because it is the stripping away of all these things about ourselves that we used to identify with.
Yes, that's the beauty of it, because first you feel lost because of that, you feel like you're nothing, and then when you get that realization, then you realize that actually being lost is not being lost, and actually you want to be nothing. I mean, that's the path that I've taken. I've met many sages and gurus and masters and Sufi masters, and my understanding is that basically they are saying, yes, be nothing, so that you are empty, and when you are empty, then the greater power can work through you. Because then, and that's been my effort for the last, maybe the last 20 years, or maybe even 10. Being a young man, like Lynn said, I travel everywhere, so you are here and there, you are here and there, And there's a lot of things in life and in this world that always tend to like grab you for a while, which is not wrong, you know. I have been taught that the world is like a garden. You have to enjoy it. You know? You have to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy the garden, then you're missing the point. It's true, we don't try to own the garden, but you have to enjoy it.